Hi everyone, hope you're well. Chris Cowlin here. Now, welcome back to the channel, and today is an exciting day. Lots going on. It is kit launch day. The new home shirt is out, the new away shirt is out, as is the new goalkeeper shirt as well. And of course, it is also the release date for the Premier League fixtures for the 2026-2027 campaign. Now, the new home kit draws on the club's lily white heritage, while the away kit brings a vibrant, contemporary look inspired by Tottenham's cultural diversity and urban street style. The Tottenham Hotspur Nike home and away kits for the 26-27 campaign are available now through the club and Nike in-store and online. And the fixtures for the new campaign: Tottenham Hotspur will travel to the G-Tech Community Stadium to play Brentford on the opening weekend on Saturday the 22nd of August, and we will then play Newcastle at home, followed by Nottingham Forest away, and on the final day of the campaign we will be facing Aston Villa away at Villa Park. Now, our new kits and next season's fixtures revealed to signal the start of a new era built on reconnection. The club have also released a film today, and it has all been shot in the local neighbourhood, and the film is set to homegrown and unreleased track from Tottenham artist Nipper, which will be available to download on the 10th of July. At the heart of the film are inspirational local people whose stories reflect the talent and drive that exists in this local community. Do check out the film. It has been entirely shot on location in Tottenham. A chocolate entrepreneur, a young woman supported onto an international sports scholarship, and a local football coach are amongst those that take centre stage alongside men's and women's first team players. Now, the film celebrates Tottenham, its familiar locations, creative energy, people and culture as the place that shapes the club and connects it to its supporters and local community. Now, this is a football session being held at Duke's Academy, which is right next door to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and this is another event organised by the Tottenham Hotspur Foundation, and every participant has just been given either the home or away shirt for the 26-27 campaign. A big thank you to Tottenham Hotspur Football Club for inviting me to this great event. So it is now time to talk to Tottenham Hotspur legend Ledley King. Let's talk to Spurs women player Jess Naz, and let's talk to boxer Vidal Riley. Let's talk to them about the Tottenham Hotspur Foundation, and let's see what they make of the brand new shirts and the fixtures. Ledley, great to see you again. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Kit launch today.
Yep.
You're wearing the kit. What do you make of them?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Very cool, very trendy, vibrant. I think it represents Tottenham as a community, and yeah, I think the kids are loving it, because when it comes to picking the kit, they all chose this one.
They all went the away.
Yeah, I think they saw me in it, but thought it looked good. So yeah.
Over the years, do you have a particularly favourite one?
Do you know what? I think when you make special moments in a kit, they're the ones that are most important to me. So obviously, lifting the Carling Cup. In that kit, that's obviously a picture I see a lot of, and yeah, there was a few over the years. There was a few that I wasn't big fans of as well. Remember the old Kappa one,
yeah,
the stretchy one? I wasn't the biggest fan of that. So, but listen, at the end of the day, the players are there to do a job regardless, and we're just lucky that we normally have very good kits.
Now today, of course, the club have launched a film that celebrates Tottenham, familiar locations, creative energy, people and culture. You also feature. How was that?
Yeah, really good, really good. As I say, Tottenham is a big part of this the community, and to bring everyone together to film, I thought it was a great idea, and I thought it worked out really well. Yeah.
With the new kits, of course, it does signal the start of a new era built on reconnection. How important is that connection between the club and the fans?
Yeah, it's always important, really vital, and I don't think it's ever been lost. I think we saw evidence of that last season. When the team were going through a difficult spell, it was the fans that really, lifted them and got them over the line. So it's just about us as a club, just making sure that we give back and make sure we I don't want to say reconnect, but make sure we keep that energy, keep that same energy that we finish the season off with, that real feel-good factor, and hopefully we can build on that.
Ledley, we're at another Tottenham Foundation event here. How important is the foundation to the club, and perhaps you can talk a little bit about what they do?
Yeah, the foundation's vitally important. Even back in the days when I was playing, we'd come out into the community, and I think it's great for young people to see the players, to speak to them, to be able to touch them, to feel them, just to know that they're real people. I think that sends a big, powerful message. Just to know that with hard work they can achieve the same things. These are not robots, these are not machines that we're seeing. These are people that grew up just like the people here today, that worked hard, had a dream, and believed in themselves. And that's the positive message that normally comes across when we're at these events.
Not only is it, of course, kit launch day, but of course the fixtures come out for the Tottenham Hotspur men's team. They start at Brentford away, Newcastle at home, and then Forest away. How difficult are these going to be?
Do you know what? There's no easy games, is there? There's no easy games in the Premier League. As players, you kind of you accept what you're given. The way the fixtures play out is the way they play out. And when you're feeling good and confident, you only see 3 points in any fixture, regardless. So it's going to be. It's always it's tough for every team at the start of the season, because you just don't know who's going to hit the ground running. But so the players feeling confident will see a chance to get 3 points in the first game and then move from there.
When the fixtures come out, of course, the fans are very, very excited. What is it like from a player's point of view? Are you sitting there waiting for those fixtures, looking for the North London derby and key games?
100%. And it's funny. I can remember being on tournaments before. So you're with all your international teammates, and the fixtures come out as it would done at the World Cup now. And it's a chance to have a bit of banter, especially if you're coming up against someone who's in, the squad with you. It was always something that we always look forward to.
You mentioned the World Cup there. How much are you enjoying watching the World Cup, and what chances do you give England of winning the competition?
I'll give us a good chance. I think showed a lot of really good signs, especially in the second half. I think it's always going to come down to our strength in depth. I think the way Tuchel's going to have to keep keep everyone in the squad engaged, and the players who are not on the pitch to start the game, knowing that they're going to come on to make a difference in the second half, and that's going to be key to us going far in the tournament. There's a few other teams, of course. France look very good, and that Spain and the likes of Argentina will be there or thereabouts as well. So, but I think I was really impressed with England, especially, as I say, in the second half. But it didn't surprise me. I think we've got top players, and it was a very good start.
Ledley, you mentioned Roberto De Zerbi and last season. What's your assessment of De Zerbi? Because the Spurs fans seem to be very excited about next season with him in charge now.
Yeah, I am as well. I think he's a top manager. We saw glimpses of what he's trying to do with the team and the players. But I think that was just on the surface, really. I think it's very difficult to come in at that stage and change too much. It was really about tweaking a few things and getting the results, which were most important for us. I think with a good pre-season under our belt, we'll see really what De Zerbi's about, and how well he implements his tactics. And the good sign is that we're doing business early as well, which gives players time to hopefully come back and integrate themselves in the team.
Can I ask you about those signings? Because of course we're only 5 days into the transfer window, 88 days to go, so a long time to get more business done. But the business that Spurs have done already, 3 key players, 3 leaders, 3 defensive players. Can you talk about them and their defensive qualities and leadership?
Yeah, well, I think first of all it shows our intent. I think we realised that over the last two seasons the league campaign's not been good enough. And we can't allow ourselves to be anywhere near the position we was in last season. So we've brought in 3 really top quality players that know the league. More importantly, they're not going to need time to bed into the Premier League, although they'll need time to adjust to a new club, obviously. But these are proven players in this league, and they all have really, really good qualities that will add to our squad.
What do you make of Van Hecker and Senesi? Because they both seem to be good ball-playing centre-backs with, of course, as you mentioned, Premier League experience. Yeah,
I think that's what the manager likes. He wants his players to be able to play from the back, and the 2 of them are very, very good at that. It makes a big difference when you've got players at the back who can play balls between the lines. It just opens up the whole game for your attacking players. Really delighted to have them on board.
Ledley, as a former captain, yourself, a Tottenham and a legend, how important is it that Roberto De Zerbi does get leaders into this squad?
Yeah, the more leaders, the better. You know, I think, they're always important. You know, they're not just on the pitch, but players like Ben Davies, of course, didn't play much football last season, but you know, his experience was invaluable at times last season. So yeah, the more characters like that, you know, Robertson's a leader as well, and the more of them you have, the better chance you have, for sure.
What do you think Roberto De Zerbi's targets will be for next season? What would be a successful season next year?
Yeah, it's difficult. We've obviously, you know, finished 17th last 2 years, so it's hard to judge exactly where we're at. But you know, I expect us to be up in and amongst the European places again. I think that we have the squad for it, for sure. We have the manager. But every season is different. Every season has different challenges. You don't know who's going to potentially spring out of the pack and surprise a few people, or if a few of the teams are going to dip and drop off their levels. So every season is different. I always say, as a player, you go into every season at the start of the season to try and win it, and you kind of take it from there.
How far away do you think that Tottenham are, though, for getting back to those Champions League spots? And as the club mentioned at the back end of last season, you know, we want to be back to where we belong.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we kind of do a little bit better than a lot of people would expect, because I think that we're building something really special at the moment. But at the same time, it's important to kind of do it step by step. You know, there's no quick fix here. You know, we're trying to build something, and it's going to start with this season improving our league position by a long way. And as I say, we'll see. Every season is different. We'll play the first game. We'll have a better understanding after. I won't say the first game, but after the first, you know, 5 fixtures or so, you'll have an understanding of how good the team is looking and potentially where we could finish up.
I know, of course, you're going out to New Zealand and Australia for the pre-season tour. How much are you excited about that, meeting the fans and connecting with them again? Yeah,
it's something that I really enjoy doing. I went to New Zealand a couple of months ago. My first time in New Zealand. I wasn't there for very long, so next time it's a very long flight. But yeah, looking forward to going back out there and seeing a little bit more of the city, meeting some more fans, which I did get a chance to see actually. I did meet some fans, and that was really nice. And of course in Sydney as well, fantastic place. And yeah, it's great for us. It's great for us and it's great for the team to be able to see how big this football club is. You know, when you travel the other side of the world, and just to see that support, I think it's important to see that.
Ledley, lastly, what message would you give to the Tottenham Hotspur fans ahead of next season?
I would thank them for you know, all they gave last season. You know, they made the difference between us staying up. And yeah, I think that we can look forward to a positive season this season, and that's what we've all been waiting for a little while now. But I do think we're in a really good place, and you know, if the fans would get behind the team like they did last season, you know, we could achieve something really big.
Ledley, thanks so much for your time.
No problem. Cheers.
Vidal, great to see you. Thanks so much for your time. What do you make of the new shirts today?
You know, I'm gassed. When I first saw the shirt, I was like, have we gone a bit loud with it? But then it's grown on me. It's actually grown on me. Like, I think it stands out. It's vibrant. I look forward to wearing it this summer.
You prefer the away to the home?
Ooh, yeah. But I like the home because the home is clean. But I do prefer the character of the away.
Why Tottenham for you? Why are you a Spurs fan?
Because I literally, if we could cut these trees away, you could see where I lived growing up. And it's the stadium that I used to see from my garden. And I just had this thing that if you're from there, you should support there. That was it. Like, my dad supports West Ham because he's from that part of London. I'm growing up in Tottenham. Support Tottenham.
How much of an honour then is it to be involved in this kit launch today?
It's always very heartwarming. It's more heartwarming than I think it's going to be on my way. Do you know what I mean? When I get here and you see the energy and you see the kids and you just see like where we were, where I once was, it's nice to be able to be in that role model position and just still be relatable to them, still be cool with them, but just be like, wow, like I've done this journey. Who knows where they're going to be in 10 years, 15 years.
Of course, the fixtures also come out today, as well as the kit launch. How excited are you?
I haven't seen the fixtures. Who we got first game?
We've got Brentford away. We've then got Newcastle at home and Nottingham Forest away. We've got the North London derbies in December and May.
Right.
And we finish the season Aston Villa away.
Okay, so they decided they don't like us this year. They made the decision that they don't like us. They want to see us finish in a similar position, but I believe that we're in a much better place heading into the new season.
How would you rate Roberto De Zerbi and what he did for us?
Since he come in, he hasn't really put a foot wrong. He hasn't put a foot wrong. The team showed way more commitment and passion to changing the situation we were in once he was in the position. I think you saw a care from the players that you didn't see before he stepped in. So I'm confident going into the new season with him. And we picked up some good people so far in the free transfers as well. So hopefully we can spend some money and get some more good ones. But I'm happy with the free ones. Let's keep going.
Robertson, Senesi and Van Hecker have signed already. We're only 5 days in the transfer window. How impressed have you been what the club have done so far?
That's what I mean. I think it's very, very smart moves. It hasn't cost us a penny. And we got some quality names there. So I'm happy with it. But you know who I want to see come to Spurs? Rashford. Yeah.
Anyone else?
For now, realistically thinking, Rashford.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Now, you've spoken before about your connection with Tottenham. How important was the Spurs Foundation in your journey, and what role did that play in your development?
So the Spurs Foundation ended my journey during my school life. So my secondary school life more so. There would be kick sessions, there would be like basketball sessions, like that were all funded by the foundation. So my first memory is like seeing the bibs. We used to wear the bibs that had the club logo on it, and as a kid, it's not the team kit, but you think it's a team kit because you got a bib on with the logo. So that was like my first memory of it, and then mainly kicks though. That was the thing. A lot of memories at kicks.
But now, how important is it that the club get the local community involved in projects?
I think you always got to start at home and branch out. You know, if you can, always have your community love you, and then that will grow. So I think with a club right now, we're in a position where we got a strong community, we got loyal fans, passionate supporters. It's the time to show the appreciation to them and help them spur on the players to change the results.
Which players do you like watching at the moment?
So when the little bit that Maddison come back, I realised how much we needed him. For sure, Van der Ven. I like Richarlison's effort recently. I weren't keen on him in the start, but Richarlison's really proven to say, no matter what, I'm going to try and get a goal. Like, I really appreciate his passion up front. I like Tell as well. I like Tell, Jed Spence, of course. To be fair, I like most of the team. Papsar, I think might be my personal favourite. Papsar might be my personal favourite.
What do Spurs need to do at the moment to be challenging up there again, for the top European spots and challenging for trophies?
We need to play with the passion that we deserve to be there, and not play too much from the back because it causes us a lot of problems. I think it's just playing with confidence and playing the players playing with the quality that they actually are, rather than playing with an element of doubt, or you know what I mean. And I feel like if we do that, there's nothing wrong with the quality. If we play with that passion, we'll be there.
A lot of people talk about mentality. Roberto De Zerbi is big on mentality.
He is. De Zerbi is big on it.
You being a boxer as well with mentality, how important is that?
It's everything. De Zerbi's right. It's everything. You can have the best ability. Look, we're looking at Ronaldo right now. One of the best players we've ever seen. Started the World Cup mentally, it's not clicking. And he's got all the ability in the world. It's mental. It's like once he locked in and gets that first goal, you're going to see Ronaldo. And that comes down to mentality, because he's always had that skill. It just takes that mentality shift, that confidence shift, that encouragement, motivation to just unlock it. And I think all the great managers have had that ability.
Talking about the World Cup there, have you been watching it? Have you been enjoying
it?
Who's going to win it?
France are looking like a problem. But it's this World Cup, I can't lie, there's 48 teams, right? And teams that are not supposed to be on smoke are on smoke. Like, you're actually seeing teams that are the most doubted perform, get draws. I don't know who's going to win it. I would not want to see Argentina win it again. I'll be honest. Messi getting back-to-back World Cups. I'm a Ronaldo guy. I can't let him go. That's going outside. It's going outside. I'm going to go Germany.
Let's talk a little bit about you personally. Of course, you fought here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last year and won. What's it like representing Spurs inside the ring?
That was you know what? It was a special feeling, but it's extra special because I was fighting an Arsenal fan. Don't get better than that. And he leaned into it as well. Whoever was controlling the sound system on that day should have never have let him play North London Forever in our stadium. That is despicable. I don't care if it's a football event or not. Should not let it run. But thank you, because it was even better to hear glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspurs once he lost. So it was a very good feeling. A lot of hard work went into it, a lot of pain, a lot of sacrifice. So to be able to be crowned the champion of Britain in my home stadium, massive undercard as well, Eubank and Ben, blessed.
But in 2025, Spurs won the Europa League.
Yeah.
You won a European trophy.
Yeah.
You brought another European trophy home to N17.
Right.
It's not for everyone, is it?
It's not for everyone. And you know who we're talking about. You know who we're talking about, the men in red. Yeah. The men in red have not managed to achieve it. Gabby Wilkinson. But yeah, other than that, they're doing all right.
Vidal, lastly, what's next for you?
I can't say, but it's exciting, and it's something I've been working my whole life to achieve. So things are being discussed and sorted, but I should finally get my hands on a world title. Hopefully, God willing.
Thank you so much, and best of luck for the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Jess, great to see you. Thanks so much for your time. Kit launch day. What do you make of the kits?
Yeah, I really like the home kit. It's nice and classy. I think the away kit is what's catching my eye. Nice and vibrant colours, and it's cool street style.
How important is it that the club include the local community in a launch like this?
Yeah, I think it's a big part. I think the community is the identity of the club. I think even in the launch, you could see the local foundation, women's, the men's, all together as one. So community definitely plays a big part.
For you personally, how's the recovery going for the ACL?
Yeah, it's been a long journey. We're getting there, taking good steps forward. So yeah, I'm excited to get back with the team soon.
Can you tell the fans when you hope to be back?
Next season for sure, I'll be back.
Okay. How have you been dealing with it mentally? Because it can't be easy going through such a long-term injury.
Yeah, I think it's been hard. There's ups and downs in it. But I think it's helped. I've done it the first time, so I kind of know the stages and stuff. But it's hard. I think the person I am, I try to look at it every day and take little steps. Don't think too far ahead and work on small goals and small wins.
How have the teammates been for you, and particularly Martin Ho as well?
Yeah, they've been great. When I first did it, Martin came to me straight after the game, and I was emotional at the time, but I think everyone's been great. The teammates been helping me through everything and through the stages, so yeah, they've been great help.
Of course, it was a successful first season under Martin Ho last year. You've been at the club now for 8 years. What's the differences, the main differences with Martin now in charge?
I think he's come in, he's raised the standards, his ability to want to win, and the togetherness we have as a team is showing on the pitch, scoring goals and then defending. I think we're playing really good football, but also when we need to shut shop and make sure no one scores against us, we're doing that as well. But as a club, we want to continue to grow. We need to keep fighting for them top spaces, so I'm excited for next season. We're going to keep working and pushing for that.
What do you think the aim and the ambition will be for next year?
I think do better what we did last year. I think the first season was just a start for Martin, and I know he'll want to keep raising the levels, and that's what we want to do as a club as well.
How exciting is it as a player like yourself to see Spurs showing real ambition in multiple different transfer windows, particularly under Martin, and getting business done so early now?
Yeah, I think that just shows the growth of women's football and the club, the ambitions they want. They want to keep pushing and keep striving to go forward, and I think it's nice to be a part of, and for me, I've been here for a long time, so to see the team still wanting to climb and get better is good.
Of course, we're outside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs women play here occasionally. What's it like for you walking out to the crowd in this ground?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling to walk out here to the fans. I think the stadium is also the best in the world, so to be able to play on this pitch with the occasions, the fans, it's always a great moment.
Just lastly, if you were to give a message to the Tottenham Hotspur women fans for next season, what would you say?
Come watch us play, get your tickets, it'll be exciting to watch us, and I'm just excited to keep pushing with the team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.